What's going on, guys? It's got Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass and around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today I want to talk about why being yourself is so important. First and foremost, listen here and listen clear. God has made you unique. You are one of looks like we won't be having. Oh, no wonder. That's why. I didn't even know that mattered. Alright, whatever. Let's try this one more time. What's going on, guys? It's your guy, Professor O, coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass and around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today, I want to talk about why being yourself is so important. First and foremost, listen here, listen clear. God has made you unique. He made you official. He made you one of one. You're supposed to be unique. You're supposed to be fantastic. You're supposed to be such. But at the same time, this is the whole point of the experience that we're experiencing now. To bring in the newness, to bring in the uniqueness, to bring in the flavor, new flavor. New flavor in your ear. The mic is going in and out right now. AKA, the dick witches is in the airwaves right now, trying to mess up this good sexiness what's happening right now. But they can't stop what's going to happen. It's always golden. It's always flowing. I don't even know why they even try. I'm not fighting for victory, I'm fighting from it. I haven't been given the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. And don't hate me because you hate me. You know what's going on, man. I'm long-winded as well. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. I got the handy dandy notebook in the spot. Please do not make it hot. Don't hate me because you hate me. Maybe you need to levitate or meditate. Deviate? Devastate? No. You dig what I'm saying? It's going to keep going in and out because they're going to keep trying to make these attempts. But they weak and they asleep and they just not sexy. Just like I am. Can you dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to the round now. Being yourself is important to life due to introducing newness into the environment. Listen here and listen clear. You got to realize you have to always bring something new to the. Hold on. You have to bring something new to this reality. You have to. It is imperative. It is essential. It is important for you to do that. It's not an if and a but. It is what it is. This is what brings the freshness. It's pretty much like an air freshener. Some may like it, some may don't, but everybody will see it. Everybody will be aware of it. And that is what introduced something new, and that's what introduced inspiration. That's what introduced some type of aspiration towards the situation at hand. Literally, it has no choice but to align or be inspired or disengage from it. But the beautiful part, no, look at me all tongue twisted. Enemies trying to get to the throat chakra. What they say, how they say, to the throat chakra. Oh, this, that, and third, whatever the case may be. I'm still flowing and going. You have to bring something new. It's essential. It literally is. Because the minute you bring something new, again, you're going to be inspired, disengaged, or neutral towards the fact. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's going to create an effect. And that effect will be able to spread wide for it. Why? Because if they're inspired, it's going to cause them to do another action, and then their action will inspire others, or the same phenomena: inspired, aspire, engage, or neutral. But it's noticed, and that is important, and that is the whole beautiful thing about this. Creating an effect, and that creates a cause, and then it creates an effect, and that creates a cause, and this keeps this whole beautiful thing spinning and winning. You dig what I'm talking about? I think you can. Anyway, anyhow, I'm long-winded. Let's get to this round now. The new is always a necessity. Always. That's just what it is. The new is always a necessity. It has to be. That's how creation is at hand. I'll leave it at that. Remember, at one point in time, and what's considered old today was once upon a time new. Literally, and I want to kind of expel on that. Not really. That kind of self-explanatory, but I really like how I've written. I should just combine it with this because I really like how this wraps it all up, what I wanted to say. What's old today was new yesterday. I'm gonna say that again. I really like how I've written that. That's so simple but so powerful, right? I'm talking so sexy. What's old today was new yesterday. Literally. And you also got to realize this. When you are being yourself, you have to realize you're going to inspire others, but then they're going to be those that are very confused. I call this the double-minded individuals. Why? Because they'll hate you, but then they'll want to be you. They'll want the fruits, but they will never want the effort that it took to get there. They will want all the glamour and glitz and glory, but they won't want the grit, the sweat, and the effort to get there. Now you got to realize I'm all about working smart and not harder. But you got to realize hard work is smart work, and smart work can be hard work. Literally, it is. It's no in between. You can't escape it. It comes with experience. It may start off hard, but then you'll learn tricks of the trade to be able to make it smart. As you're doing smart work, you got to realize in order to stay where you're at, it may become hard. Simple as that. But you have to also realize the enemy will always try to put on your effort and put on your glory. The enemy doesn't care about the effort, doesn't care about the grit, doesn't care about anything. He just wants the final product and to go in their own little entourages and pretend to be something that they're not. But also realize this, they are putting on a mask that fades away. It's like me putting on somebody else's energetic signature. I don't resonate like that because that's not who I am. But these individuals, they do not understand. They're double-minded. They will hate you, but then they will want to be you. And if you're doing that, and if they're doing that, then they're seriously psychologically inept and they need assistance. So give grace like God has given you graces likewise. Because when you meet these individuals, you'll see like, all right, they're really good at pretending to be sane, but in their actions are so inconsistent. Everything is so not righteous. Like you got to realize once the fall happened in the beginning time, and I'm kind of straying away from it, but this really is a lot always happened since that point. Once it happened in the beginning time, and when God said, "What have you done?" When He spoke to Eve, and He said, "I gave the fruit," whatever the case may be, and then she spoke to and He spoke to Adam, and He said to him, "So what have you done?" He said, "Didn't you give me the wife? The wife? There wasn't this." You know what I'm saying? He didn't take responsibility. He pointed the finger at someone else. You know what I'm saying? So you got to also realize these individuals won't take accountability because they have no self in them anymore. They have relinquished their own identity to be everything and anything but themselves. And not only, you got to realize they're going to, once individuals like that, and I'm going to spin right back to the point here because it's all about being yourself, and I want you to understand is very deep on why that's essential to this reality to be able to progress and for the overall cause, and to watch out for individuals that aren't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's very detrimental. You have to, because again, these individuals who have sacrificed their own selves to be able to gain so much that isn't even theirs, they will never, ever, 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 ever be satisfied. They will forever be hungry. They will forever have an appetite. They will never be satisfied. They will never be content. They will always be found wanting. Why? Because they don't have a sense of self anymore. They're everything else but themselves. And if you're everything else but yourself, then you're nothing more but a consumer. And there's nothing wrong with being a consumer, because trust me, it is what it is. Like, you know, you're out there buying things at the store, such and so forth. Yeah, we get it. But then at the same time, there's no content. There's no stop. They will always be in the red. They will never be content. They will never be calm. It's a very sad experience. And unfortunately, these individuals attended to their appetite instead of their mentality. Go for gold. Be yourself at all times. And I'll get to what you, because trust me, you can go, but what do you mean being yourself? So you want me to go out there and be super weird, this, that, and the third? Yes and no. And I'll get to that. Being doesn't mean going against the grain. Remember, we all got to breathe. Now realize this. It's all about being who you are, uniqueness. Now I'm not sitting there going out there holding out the sign and say, there we go, freedom rings, etc. and so forth. No, I'm not saying that. You got to have some environmental development here. Environmental awareness as well. Understanding who you are, how you are, and where you are in your current situation. And also understanding that your mentality has to develop as well with who you be. It's not about sacrificing who you are. It's about growing who you are. It isn't about letting your inner child be afflicted to the world. It's about teaching your inner child that this is how the world is and to be able to grow while your inner child stays untainted. Because you're going to mature, but you also have to have that beautiful childlike mindset to be able to understand a well-rounded perspective. A lot of individuals don't do that. And then they'll grow, they'll mature, they'll become adults, etc. so forth, but then they will always feel like something's missing. They will always feel why? Because they have given up their inner child for something that you wasn't never supposed to be. Remember, you have to grow in stages. Remember, you're supposed to be getting better. You're supposed to learn from your past. Remember, as your child is growing inside and who you are, that's your subconscious. As it's growing, you have to realize it can't forget where it came from. You can't forget how it used to look at things in such a wonder-filled eyes. That's why this world is so tainted, because it will try and convert you into the way of the world's eyes instead of keeping your perspective untainted, but also while growing and maturing and adapting to your environment, understanding your environment instead of becoming your environment. You understand? I think you are. All right, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, efficient, the self-efficient. The one that's always doing it and never losing it, that's growing, that's glowing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, do good, see good. And when it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look on my good side. Can you dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys in the next video.